There is no such thing as society.
We are now downtown, only a few 100,000 miles away from Margaret's birthplace, England. If you look closely, you can see Margaret in her almost natural habitat.
It looks natural.
So, this is Margaret. Margaret, could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Well, I'm the first female British Prime Minister.
I'm the Iron Lady!
And I'm also the longest standing Prime Minister in all of Britain.
Margaret Thatcher was a key late 20th century political figure with a major part of her influence situated in international affairs and her policy choices. Her colleagues agree that Thatcher was a distinctive individual, and her style strongly influenced her decisions with the Milk Bill.
Due to budget cuts in the economy, the children do not deserve such things, such as milk. Such things are luxuries.
The Ireland hunger strikes and her foreign policy decisions in the Falklands crisis. Thatcher's unique personality is key to understanding her time in office, as she presents a vivid example of how individuals matter in politics.
Who's Margaret Thatcher?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. There's that lady.
It seems our star has headed off towards the city to interact with members of a society that she denies the existence of. We will continue to follow her adventure and hopefully learn more about her policies from first-hand sources. Could you tell us more about the Falklands crisis?
Well, yeah, actually. Recently, Britain has gotten possession of the Falkland Islands. It's a huge hassle for Margaret. Bless her heart. Cannot handle such things. Well, it's not entirely her fault, of course. She did suffer from a surprise attack. The poor darling needed to deal with the government throwing a hissy fit, while also needing to repair the damage. It's quite obnoxious.
So what are your opinions on Margaret?
Well, in my honest opinion, I can honestly say that ever since she's come into her position of power in Parliament, things have gone downhill dramatically. Absolutely bonkers. She has nails for brains. Nothing there, nothing in it. And honestly, to have another woman, I thought, yeah, great, perfect. Someone who finally gets me besides my dimwit of a husband. But I think she's even more of a dimwit. Is it because she's a woman? Half of Parliament might say so. But I just think it's because she's absolutely insane.
Thank you for your insight, Your Royal Highness.
Yeah, whatever.
Where did Margaret go?
Why is Parliament closed? Need to turn the clock on the Parliament never does what I want them to do. That's why I don't wear pants.
Could you tell us about the Falklands crisis?
No. I like to handle my driving like I handled the Falkland crisis. Aggressively and patronisingly.
Could you tell us about the Falklands crisis?
It's classified. For commoners like you. But, Margaret, it's overseas. It's the colonies that are unimportant. Because the British always win anyway.
Such as?
Such as Argentina. They think they could just invade whatever land they want. It's British land. Even though it's not in Britain.
Ah, it looks like they're talking about the Irish hunger strike. The 1981 hunger strike was the result of 5 years of protests by Irish Republican prisoners, which began after Britain removed special category status for captured prisoners. Essentially, the protesters wanted to reinstate themselves under the category of prisoners of war, and regain themselves the privileges attached to that status.
Hi, it's me, Bobby Sands. Are you Irish? Are you a prisoner of a war that shouldn't have to wear uniforms, spend long hours in prison mines? Are you tired of the constant oppression by the government? Well, If you call the number below, you can join the hunger strike. You can bring change to Ireland. Help support our country. Call now.
Margaret Thatcher died tragically in 2013 after having some trouble with stairs.
Well, I guess that's the end of it, isn't it? Yeah?
However, after all of this, we must remember that actions taken during conflict are taken based off of the information available at the time. Judging those decisions is subjective, because those who have lost or gained something due to that decision will have a different opinion, which is the real reason why Margaret Thatcher's regime was so divisive. There was no sense of degree to which certain people lost or gained. Her determination to impose her will and ideals on Europe was absolute, but to us, she will always be remembered as Margaret Thatcher, the milk snatcher.